Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. It looks like it's going to be Rusev Day again very soon, as Rusev has re-signed with WWE. It's also believed that Aleister Black has re-signed with WWE, so we're going to see these two names return very, very soon, sometime to television, not sure if it's Raw or SmackDown. I would love to see Rusev versus Gunther. That would be amazing. It's looking like Aleister Black will join the Judgment Day. Both of these guys were in WWE, moved over to AEW, had some success there, but now are coming back to WWE for some certain reasons. I'm not sure what Rusev's reasons are. Aleister Black had some issues backstage. That's the rumor, but now they're both going to be back in WWE. Also, Ray Phoenix is debuting on Friday Night SmackDown very soon, and Bronson Reed is returning as well. So those are four big names coming back to WWE very soon to sort of shake up what's happening, but also it just adds more wrestlers into the mix that need to be used, that need to be utilized on TV, that need storylines, that needs engagement. I mean, there already are wrestlers on the roster who are literally doing nothing and just getting a paycheck, and maybe that's what they want and they're good with that. But I feel like as a competitive athlete, as a performance artist, you want to be out there doing the damn thing, showing off your skills and your talents and making the most of your career. So we'll see what happens. We'll see who fizzles away, right? We've seen Penta come in and just take WWE by storm. The presentation, the bookings all been really good, but I still believe by summertime, Penta will have fizzled out because really there's not much else to him outside of what we've already seen. And it is what it is. But we'll see how these guys like Aleister Black and Rusev and Ray and Bronson Reed come and shake the whole things up. It's looking like Bronson Reed will get a huge push when he comes back because he was getting that same push before he injured his ankle, I believe. We know that Jacob Fatu is going to get a huge push. We know the different storylines that we have headed into WrestleMania. So potentially you could see a Gunther and Rusev. You could see a Bronson Reed and Gunther, some of those sort of big men smash mouth style wrestling, I think would be really cool. But kudos to them for coming back to WWE and trying to sort of, I wouldn't say revitalize their career, but maybe I'll use that word, to revitalize their career, to get their name back into the sort of pro wrestling stratosphere of guys who can do the damn thing at a really, really high level. Speaking of people who can do the thing at a really high level, Cody Rhodes deserves more respect. After this promo battle he had with John Cena on the most recent episode of Monday Night Raw, we know the first two promo battles were really nothing. They didn't really go at each other. The third one, the third face-off, yes, they went in on each other, back and forth, boom, 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 and everyone is still, even after the video I put out, about saying, did John Cena bury Cody Rhodes? Absolutely, he did not. And then you have 4 or 5 days later, everyone on the internet, in the internet wrestling community, is still saying Cody Rhodes got buried. John Cena crushed him. He's never going to recover. He's the poster child for WWE. He sucks. He's too perfect. The same damn shit they were saying about John Cena 10 years ago when he was winning all these matches and he was being fed down our throats. The same thing they said about Roman Reigns. I can't believe he's on TV so much. They're feeding him. They're forcing him to me. They're forcing him to me. Now Roman Reigns is considered one of the greatest of all time. Now John Cena is considered one of the greatest of all time. Stop doing the same thing to Cody Rhodes. When you see greatness unfold before your eyes, admit it. Cody Rhodes absolutely did a fantastic job standing toe-to-toe with John Cena in the middle of the ring, battling him word for word. Yes, John Cena had some great lines and said some great things that really cut deep. Cody Rhodes did the same thing. He held his own. He didn't stumble over his words. He stood in the middle of the ring. He had good body language. He looked like a superstar. Going up against The Rock or John Cena takes another name just as big to stand there and do the damn thing. So Cody Rhodes deserves more of our respect. Don't treat him the same way you treated the John Cena and the Roman Reigns before you realize that, oh, these dudes are absolutely some of the greatest of all time. Let's treat them that way. Cody Rhodes is the quarterback. He's the WWE Undisputed Champion. He is the top babyface in the company. He's the top babyface in professional wrestling right now. And why not treat him as such? He's showing us that he can do it week in and week out and week in and week out with matches and promos. And we'll see what happens at WrestleMania 41 if he can retain the strap against John Cena and The Rock and whoever else he brings with him. Maybe Cody Rhodes will have a partner as well to help him handle the numbers game. But we are watching something great happen right in front of our eyes with Cody Rhodes. So he deserves more of our respect. I'm not saying you have to like everything about him. Yes, sometimes maybe he's a little too polished and a little too perfect, and that's not what you want to see in a babyface. You want a little ruggedness in your babyface, right? A little bit of the imperfections and flaws you see in yourself you want to see in your babyface. I totally understand that, and Cody Rhodes has those things, and those will start to get exposed as he continues to have a longer feud with someone like John Cena and The Rock. But he is holding his own against two of the most popular professional wrestlers ever to grace the sport, and namely with John Cena in the middle of the ring in a promo battle. And I think that's really important to understand that as we move towards WrestleMania 41. And speaking of WrestleMania 41, what match will steal the show? We know that CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns is going to be one of the best matches we've ever seen. Those are three of the best performers of all time in one ring at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, and one of the biggest moments of all time. They're going to put together a triple threat classic. So that is going to steal the show, and that's why it's the main event of night one. There is no argument that can be made that can convince me otherwise that shouldn't be the main event of night one. Like, literally no argument. Yes, there's other feuds that are good. Naomi and Jade, great. The triple threat match for the women's championship of Bianca, Rhea, and Io Sky. Yes, great. But not even close in comparison to Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. Some people already have Roman Reigns on their Mount Rushmore. And you want to put him somewhere, what, in the fucking middle of the show? No, that's a main event match. And those that love CM Punk know he's finally getting his WrestleMania main event match. And so that is the match of the night. And that probably will steal the show. But what I didn't think was going to steal the show early on when Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble was Jey Uso versus Gunther. I did not think that was going to be a good match. I wasn't happy with the decision with Jey Uso. But now things have absolutely heated up. And this self-confidence, this self-doubt sort of thing that Jey Uso is going through, that all people go through all the time when they're facing something that they care about, that something's important to them, and Gunther being ruthless and vicious. And now we're heading into this match with some fucking real intensity and some real story behind it about who Jey Uso is as a person. He's someone who just wants to do the absolute best he can, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know if he can win in this moment because he's never won in this type of moment before. He's 0-3 against Gunther. He's having tons of self-doubt, self-confident issues. That's a story. And I think that match could potentially steal the show. And I think so could Rhea, Bianca, and Io Sky. Now, we know the sort of the most aura going into a match is John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I don't think that's going to be a stealing the show type of just match, wrestling quality type of match. John Cena's very old. He's been doing this for a very, very long time, but I think he's going to pull out the best he can possibly pull out in this match, and Cody Rhodes, being the pro that he is going to be able to carry him into a fantastic match. But it's like, technically it's not going to be like amazing, but the aura, the vibe, the story, the things that are going to happen inside the match are going to be amazing. It's going to be what's talked about for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. But I think stealing the actual show is going to be that triple threat of Rollins, Punk, and Roman Reigns. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What's going to be the match of the night? Do you think Cody Rhodes deserves more respect? And who should Aleister Black and Rusev feud with in their first months back in WWE? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with every single professional wrestling fan you know on the planet. And I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.